One of the many businesses struggling right now, the music industry, with venues shut down across the country. Musicians at all levels have been out of work. But with live stream performances and dance parties like DJ D-Nice's massive Instagram hangouts bringing people together, artists are taking it to the next level, like Erykah Badu holding an interactive live concert with a full band from her bedroom. We're going to talk to her in just a moment. But first, here's a look at some of the other ways that musicians at the global and local level are helping each other out.
While some are crediting DJs with saving their lives in quarantine, some musicians are now focused on saving livelihoods.
That's why we're here. We're partying with a purpose.
You could call it club hopping for a cause.
Let's make a difference.
Coronavirus concerts to lift our spirits.
Our whole family thanks you for everything that you're sacrificing and doing right now.
Getting tangible help to those in need. Chris Martin of Coldplay kicking off Global Citizen and the World Health Organization's Together at Home. Famous faces joining in.
Tell the coronavirus declines. I'll stay home with you. Singing from the window.
Dave Matthews fundraising for small business owners struggling to keep the lights on. The Verizon-sponsored series dubbed Pay It Forward Live.
Try and find ways to look after those businesses that you love.
We're a community of artists who our survival depends on performing.
For Grammy Award-winning singer Erykah Badu, canceled concerts almost put her and her team out of work. Her solution, the Quarantine Concert Series. For just $1, it's an interactive live performance with a full band, with a perk, a peek from inside her bedroom.
Now I can't wait be by myself.
Here in New York, with the Great White Way going dark and so many actors and Broadway workers suddenly with no income, Rosie O'Donnell is taking action.
How are you, honey?
Well, I'm bedazzling.
She's raised more than $600,000 and counting.
And thank you for the extra skin.
DJs are giving back to now struggling clubs and bars that helped launch them.
When we actually made the decision to close, I actually broke down and cried. It's not going to be the same again.
Popular music venue nowadays in Queens, New York, is virtually hosting DJs every night. Listeners can donate to their out-of-work bartenders and staff. But is it enough?
It's a funny thing to all at one time be blown away by generosity and support and to see people helping each other, but then to also know that the need is so vast. A lot of us work in a way that doesn't give us access to social safety nets. Technology is serving a purpose right now of being able to connect us when we can't be in the same physical space together.
No longer on the same dance floor, but all moving to the same beat. This party is just getting started. Fox announced an upcoming benefit concert hosted by Elton John, musical guests to include Billie Eilish and Mariah Carey. So Dance World, one big party with a purpose.
That show, called I Heart Living Room Concert for America, airs on Sunday night. And joining us now is one of the artists that you just saw at the forefront of this issue. And a little bit of her soothing, soulful nature is certainly something that we could all use right about now. So welcome to the show, the one, the only, the incomparable Miss You Better Call Tyrone, Erykah Badu. Thank you for talking with us. We appreciate it.
Peace and love.
So you've launched this quarantine concert series this week after taking your fans inside your home. Tell us more about this uniquely intimate experience and where the idea come from, and what's the response been so far?
Well, the moment that I learned that all of our shows were canceled, I was actually headed to Austin, Texas to do something else, and I was thinking, how am I going to support all of these people that depend on me, and how will I continue to support my own lifestyle? You know, because of course we're recording artists and we're not rich people, we're working class people, but we play rich people on TV. So So there had to be something that I could do, and I immediately thought, okay, just like everyone else, we should do some kind of live stream. But I didn't just want to do a regular live stream. I wanted to do a live stream that was interactive, that had the same quality that my live shows have, with a few other components, and I wanted to do it from my own platform. So I went on the hunt for this technology, looking for a streaming company that could pull these things off, the interactive component where the artist sings a song and then the audience chooses the next one by a poll of percentage. And it's something that I really wanted to offer because I thought that, wow, if I could give them something really special, then everybody would, feel like they weren't missing out on this thing. And I could also employ my techs and musicians and everyone, the whole ecology of the music industry, which include all of those people who make up the little moving parts that make these things happen.
Yeah, you're talking about supporting the techs, and you charge $1, which is obviously a great deal for fans, but does that do anything to be able to compensate all the people that you have to support?
Hell no. $1 isn't nearly enough to do that, but what I was thinking is everyone's laid off. We're all working class people. And I wanted to give them the experience that they would receive on a live show for $1 because that's what people deserve. I didn't really think about all of the components of that, like how much a paywall would cost or a streaming company would cost or any of those things.
Right.
But the $1 will be enough depending on how many people I can drive to BaduWorldMarket.com to see these streaming shows that are happening weekly. The next one is happening this Friday. And if enough people tune in, then it may be enough to feed all of these people. And it's not just the artist star, it's everyone. And then when the techs and things go into the communities, they spend money there. So it's a coal connection where one hot coal ignites the next thing. And I was interested in doing that for $1 because that's what the people deserve.
The project has clearly been all-consuming for you. What's been the most challenging aspect of it, and what's been the most enjoyable?
Well, for me, the most challenging aspect was probably the fact that I did it all by myself on my own platform. I was the creator, the director, the concept for how this thing would look and appear, and I did it all on my platform. I didn't use any of the other platforms. That was challenging because I had to learn so much, and I was actually tired. The most enjoyable aspect is the moment that I got to sit down on my bed with my microphone like this, and I got to perform because that's therapy for me, and it touches me in such a way, and I can only hope that it touches people in the same exact way, Now,
you had just pulled out the microphone right there. The first concert was obviously in your bedroom. What might we expect for the next show in this series? You going to do it in the bedroom again?
Well, you can expect anything you want.
You won't give us a hint?
Well, as a magician, that's just part of our, we can't really break the code.
Okay.
The code of magicians is to keep the code. But I can tell you this, whatever I do comes from my heart. Whatever my musicians do comes from their hearts. We don't have rehearsals and all those things. We feel each other. And all I direct my musicians to do, techs and engineers, is to play your instrument like a drum, in the great words of James Brown. And as long as we're all in sync, that's what you can expect. You can expect to feel something amazing. If one of us is drunk, everybody got to be drunk. So it has to be insane. You can expect more of the same, but a little bit better every time.
Well, music is so important, especially now during these tough times. What advice do you have for the many people who are struggling at this moment?
It's tough because, this moment actually didn't create the struggle. The beautiful struggle has been in existence as long as there has been separation and hierarchy. So the struggle is not a new thing, and the distancing is not a new thing either. As long as we've had these, we've been distant from one another. But I think that what we have had the opportunity to do is focus on ourselves. If we can't go out, then we might as well go within. And I think that this time has forced us to do just that, to love ourselves in a way that helps us be more honest with one another, to help us be more honest with ourselves, and more honest about what we want to do as human beings. There's so many things that are amongst us right now that could trouble us. You know, there's mental illness, and there's abuse, and there's poverty, and all of these things. But I think this moment, if anything good has come out of it, it has been the fact that we all get to focus. And if we all get to focus on the same thing at the same time, that's the place where change occurs.
And lastly, I just wanted to get a sense of this moment of the quarantine and how that might be inspiring your music and the collaborative environment with your fans, because your fans get to actually chat with you live and give input as far as what they want to hear.
So the revolution will be televised after that.
The revolution will be televised. Miss Erykah Badu, thank you so much for joining us and for your time. You can be sure to watch her next live stream performance. Go to BaduWorldMarket.com. Our best to you and your family. Please stay safe, and thank you for the music.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.